It's a beautiful Sunday on Bayou St. John, and TSAI is getting ready for their Brunch on the Bayou event. TSAI is a pop-up vegetarian restaurant that blends Taiwanese street food with local New Orleans flavors. The architects behind the operations are Aaron Chang, Karen Wang, and Sergio Padilla. And they get a little help from their friends.
Well, right now we're doing a monthly first Saturday event where we do them at houses, and we call that the TSAI House event.
At someone's house, usually a friend or a friend of a friend who opens up their house, sort of like a house party with food. The last one we had about 100 people.
And then the third week, we usually do a sort of random location like a brunch on the bridge. Friends and I, we've had parties here, and a lot of my friends, we all studied architecture, so I think bridges for us is just something, structure-wise, something that we've always loved.
Karen and I are both from Taiwan, and there's not a whole lot of Taiwanese restaurants. There are no Taiwanese restaurants in town, and so these are items that we both grew up with.
The first course was baked buns stuffed with sweet potatoes, shiitake mushrooms, vermicelli, Taiwanese greens, and barbecue sauce. The second course and one of the highlights of the meal was the salty soybean soup with shiitake mushroom beignets.
Thank you.
Salty soy milk, you use vinegar to curdle the soy milk, so it becomes almost like a really soft tofu, and you add a little sesame oil, and then on top of that, traditionally you would put shredded pork or also there are crullers, which are essentially fried dough sticks. Living in New Orleans, I thought it'd be more fun to do something a little bit different but related, so we took shiitake mushrooms and made shiitake mushroom beignets, fresh mushrooms, and used those in place of the cruller, so fried dough and dipped in the salty soy milk. So we served those alongside the rice rolls, which is actually a traditional Taiwanese street food. So as you saw, it was wrapped in saran wrap, and it's typically somebody on the side of the street for $1 or $2. They lay out some rice, stuff it with whatever you want, oftentimes, again, shredded pork and different condiments, and then they roll it up and you can take it to go, the equivalent of burrito, or it's the quickest, cheapest food you can get in Taiwan, really, common at subway stations and that kind of thing.
2 dessert courses ended the meal. The first was an almond tofu with mung beans, lotus seeds, and a honey sauce. And the second was a spoonful of sweet fermented rice topped with orange zest.
So they used to pick that now, thank you, so that they could bring
If you missed Brunch on the Bayou, never fear. The TSAI team is already planning their next event.
Next month, we will probably be doing like a Thanksgiving-themed dinner at the backyard of the Zeitgeist building. So they've got this great garden, they've got this nice platform, and so, we'll be in a different neighborhood. So just picking places that are interesting all over the city is just generally what we try to look for when we pick a location.